So, match day 8, our 4th away game of the season. We've already been to Barnet, Wrexham and Weymouth. Today we're off to Altrincham. This week we signed Kieran Brennan and Anthony Patterson on loan. We brought in Kieran Brennan from Sheffield Wednesday to cover for Connell Rawlinson and Kyle Cameron. And we brought in Anthony Patterson from Sunderland to help cover for Sam Slocum. Heading into this one, we're 4th in the league. We're still one of only 3 teams that are still unbeaten in the National League. Let's hope it remains that way after today. We keep our unbeaten run going. We maybe move up the league and we keep improving our performances. Come on Knox, come on you pies. Let's do this. So at the same services we were at when we went to Wrexham, which is good news because there's Mackie's here. So it's good so far, but the thing is today we're missing Kyle Cameron, and he's been really good this season. You know, he's scored a few in his last couple of games. Threat from set pieces. He got a goal against Aldershot, got one against Wealdstone, got one against Maidenhead if you're counting that as his goal. Yeah, so he's going to be a miss today. Rawlinson is going to be a miss as well, but he's not been starting as much this season. All 3 away days so far this season have been absolutely brilliant. They're just such an enjoyable experience. Even if it hasn't resulted in 3 away wins, then just the day has been fantastic. Especially Barnet. Barnet was incredible. But yeah, we're not actually that far from Altrincham now, so let's crack on. Team news, and no Alex Lacey, which is so disappointing because he'd just come back from injury as well. It's gutting, to be honest, because Lacey was really starting to get back to the form that he had in the season just before the pandemic postponed it all. We're in the King George pub, and yeah, to add a bit more to that team news, Francis and Palmer are the central midfield pairing for this one. All the usual suspects up front: Wotton, Rodriguez, Roberts, Taylor, Kelly Evans wing backs. Patterson as well makes his debut in goal, which was obviously going to happen because of what's happened to Sam Slocum. Yeah, Vincent's on the bench, which is good to see because I don't think he's made an appearance this season so far. Like, never mind, not on the pitch, never mind. You know, he's not even been on the bench at all, I don't even think. The main as well is on the bench. Yeah, it's decent. It's been decent so far. It's pretty humid out here as well. Not so much, quite a big following it looks like here. Like, the away stand is completely full. The pub was rammed. The away end, it was hard to find a place to stand as well.
Mercy on the Portuguese, taking guns into the football league. Get up!
Goal. So yeah, we're just about past the 20-minute mark. It's still 0-0. Knox had a chance from Wotton header. Taylor, it was from Taylor's cross, and then we've just had about 4 chances to take a shot inside the OT penalty area, and somehow it didn't end up in the back of the net. OT have had 1 or 2 shots just go wide. Apart from that, nothing much. Not lively again. We do need to up the tempo a bit. We do need to up it a bit because we're too slow on the counter. Sometimes when we had a few players forward, a few options to pass to, it was just small players just strolling into the space and just not quick enough in some stages of the pitch. It's not like Altrincham are dominated, but it's just we've not got out there. We've not really done anything against it really. It's just half chances. Like I said before, the tempo is very slow. Just got no energy at all to our performance at the minute. 1-0 at half time. Not having plenty of possession, but very little output at the minute. We really do need to up our tempo because it's been nowhere near where it should be. As for the two new lads, Patterson's been sounding goal. He's done well so far, Brennan has. Quite quick, you know, good at bringing the ball out from the centre of defence. It's 2-0. O'Brien and the main have come on for Francis and Kelly Evans. It looks like we're trying to go a bit more attacking, hopefully. Brennan's just gone down injured, which is a worry because then it would leave us with 0 centre halves.
That's it.
It's just not happening for us today.
Get on! Come on now. All right.
Roberts has just been booked, meaning he's out for the next game. 5 bookings in 8 games. We haven't deserved out today. We've not been good enough all game. So yeah, at the station, I didn't really get the chance to summarise the game because we didn't stop on the way back at the services. So we've just come straight back to Nottingham. Yeah, we've got to sweep that one under the carpet quickly, or take things from him. I mean, I can take losing, but when you lose with no effort, when you're playing so poorly like we did today, that's when I've got the right to be annoyed, and that's where I can criticise. Wayward passing, slow tempo, players not playing to the standards they're capable of, and little things in our game like 5-yard passes not being done correctly, going adrift, going to the opposition, it's not good enough. Dagenham went 1-0 down today, they came back to win that 5-1. That's the sign of a good team. We went 1-0 down and we were still playing it round the back, we were still too slow, and it was like that into other time as well. We were 1-0 down, 5 minutes, we're up, and we're still trying to walk it in. And sometimes it's best. I want a team to play the way I want us to play passing football. I want us to play quick passing football through the thirds, dominating the game. But sometimes you've got to change it, and sometimes you've got to be just a little bit streetwise, a little bit more direct. I don't want us. That doesn't mean constant hoofball, but adapt your game, to suit what is happening. Because if you're 1-0 down and it's close to the end of the game, you need to get the ball into the box. You can't be trying to still walk it in at the 95th minute. It's a frustrating one because I was properly deflated after that today, after the game. It worries me sometimes because I feel like we're missing something. I don't know whether we are missing something or we just haven't got out of first gear yet. I think a problem with us at the moment is that we're not brave enough, and it's something that needs to start being extracted from the side a bit more over the coming games, because we haven't played as well as we know we can this season so far, and we know that. And I think what Ian's trying to get across is we really do need to start games quicker, we need to be a bit braver with the ball, we need to stop being risk averse, and we just need that bit of bravery to unlock teams. The reason why we went on such a good run of form towards the end of last season and got in the playoffs is because we were brave with the ball, we took more risks, and we were just we made better decisions. We made runs with a lot more movement. There was a lack of movement today, which was a big problem. It's not just a movement as well. It's moments where we have the space to run into, the space to where we can press the opposition, and we don't do it enough. And where we can just take the ball and run with it, drive forward with it. And sometimes we don't do it enough. Today we barely did it at all. And last few games, we've lacked it a bit. We just need, to stamp our authority a bit more on the game, be a bit more aggressive when in possession and out of possession as well. I've seen a few people say that this result has been coming, but I don't think it particularly has, because in the few performances where we've stayed unbeaten, you know, where we've won and had the odd draw, you know, there's been positives to take. You know, Wealdstone, Maidenhead, Weymouth, there were positives from each game. An older shot as well. Not like last season where we had, you know, that run of form where we were just getting by with you know, really poor performances, and we were just, it was about January, February time, I think it was. No, or February, March, I don't know. It was the start of 2021. But we were, you know, we weren't playing well, and we were just about getting wins. It was like, I think both Kings Lynn games, Weymouth away, them kind of games, and then we had that Halifax home game, and it was just atrocious. And these two times are different. You know, back then we played awful, somehow got the points, but you look at it and think, were there really any positives to take? Whilst the last few games we've won, or, you know, obviously had the odd draw, but there are positives to take despite not playing at our best. But we must, you know, take, you know, it must be the kick up the arse we need, because we can play better than this. I know we can play better than this. The players know, the fans know, the staff know that we can do so much better than today and in previous games. But we must remember, we were going to lose eventually. Our unbeaten run wasn't going to last forever. 15 points from the first 8 games is a good return, and hopefully that sets us up for a successful season. And shout out to a few fans who, you know, came up to me today and told me they enjoyed these videos. I do really appreciate it, and I can't thank your support enough. A few fans have done that over the last few games. So yeah, thank you to you all, and yeah. Anyways, if you enjoyed the vlog, give it a like, comment down below your thoughts on the game. Stay subscribed if you already subscribe if you're new. Be safe, be champions, and as always, Toulouche.